Let me go to Brandon 6.
We were born into a house of pastors, general overseer. So what I grew up to was ministry. But of course, I struggled to get into ministry, seeing the things, being around pastors, being the only son of a pastor and of a general overseer. I could see it coming, but I did all I could to dodge it. And I remember this conversation between me and my dad one night. We were walking. So, by the way, he always takes me for all the ministers' conference as young as 8, 9, 10. And then I will have to fast with him till we get home in the night, like 10 o'clock.
Wow.
And I would look at him like, what kind of a wicked father is this? And then, I'm always taunted by my sisters who look at me in the morning like, bye. But, we had this conversation this night. I was in university. And he said to me, we're going to pray. Of course, we fought for the reason that everybody is sleeping at home. You are taking me to an all night. Just me, you, and your prayer warriors. Why me? And then we're almost getting to the place, and he asked me, I said, what do you want to become when you grow up? I said, well, I have everything planned out. This is what I want to do. And he looked at me and said, no, you're going to be in ministry. And I told him, I said, did you sacrifice me on the altar? Because I need to know now. And then we had that conversation till we got to the place of prayer, and then, boom. People who were not there when we were talking about this, in the middle of prayer, I think I was between sleep, and the word of the Lord came from one of them, and we both look at ourselves like, and then I think it was at that point that I started taking my life seriously. I remember in school, people ask, what are you going to do? From that point, everything changed. I lost passion in anything I wanted to become. I don't know how. It was just supernatural. No drive to. So when people say in class, oh, this is what I think I'll become, I couldn't say anything. I tried to, but I couldn't say. So people looked at me like, are you sure you know what you want to do? I said, sincerely, I don't know exactly what is happening to me, but I think I might end up in ministry. So I think that was a major pointer for me. And that night, I will never forget. That was because I was holding a torchlight. I will never forget where it happened. As a matter of fact, when I go to Ilorin, I always go around that place. Like, this was a place where something shifted for me. And then, so I think from that time, I started taking my life a bit more seriously. Though I didn't know how it was going to unfold, but I started taking my life a bit more seriously. And so that was when I knew. But stepping into it, I think life is in phases. You just go into these things. I wouldn't say there was a time. I embraced a lot after it passed on. Yeah, I embraced ministry. I could say that I embraced the actual ministry after he passed on. That was when I felt more, so it was at that point for me. That was the point where I knew that, okay,